Hello gamers, Mage Hammer here. I'm going to call this a Mage Hammer's Musing. And so I got an idea the other day. I was watching a channel called Lex the Grey, Grey, British spelling, Lex the Grey. And he was talking about solo role playing and his journey. And he mentioned something about how there seems to be more and more and more solo RPG channels hitting YouTube. And I got to thinking, well, you know what? There are a ton of solo RPG channels out there. And, I could be reading someone's comments in one of the channels I watch, and they'll mention a channel that I'd never heard of before, and that'd take me there, and like, oh, a solo RPG channel, look at that. So I got the idea that I should make a video and put out a call onto the YouTubes, out into the YouTube world, for all you out there to send me by send I mean comment in this video your favorite solo RPG channels. And if we do that, this video can become like a solo RPG channels database, and people can send people to this video and they can find a one-stop stop for all your solo RPG channels. And obviously there are so many different ways to solo RPG. So many people do it differently, and this will give people a chance to go find the solo RPG players that they want to watch, that fits their taste. And it'll all be in one place. So, I mean, I know this is probably kind of an ambitious idea. I don't know if it's going to work, but I think it should exist, because when you try to go out and do a search for solo RPG, you get so many different hits. This would be a great place for people to recommend their favorite and why they like them. And so I'm going to start things off. I have a list of several channels that I am either aware of or am a fan of. And so I'm going to present them to you. So obviously, Solo Spelunking and Tabletop Wanderer are friends of the channel. I'm constantly having conversations with them through comments. I watch their videos a lot. I really like their playthroughs. I like what they do. And so they had to be first on the list here, of course. Next up is Man Alone. I've watched his videos. I've seen some of his playthroughs, but he also does a lot of commentary on solo RPG, so I think that's pretty cool. Paper Dice Games. I don't know too much about him, but I came up in my search, so there you go. I'm just going to mention him. Me, Myself, and Die, of course, that's the juggernaut of solo RPGs, right? The voice actor from Canada that everybody loves. And he has done some really great stuff. I've watched one or two of his videos, and so I thought I'd throw him out there because obviously he's huge. Geek Gamers. Geek Gamers she doesn't seem to do a lot of actual play on her channel, and she does a little, but she more likely she reviews solo RPG materials. She presents it. She wrote her own book on solo RPGing, so she's definitely worth checking out here in the solo RPG sphere. Chowclips. I even listened to him pronounce it before I made this video, and I still can't get it right. Chowclips, whatever. This is Tabletop Wanderer is a huge fan of his. I wasn't necessarily aware of him until I heard Tabletop Wanderer mention him, and so I watched a couple of videos. TTRPG Jared, his keep coming up in my my recommendations, so I thought I'd throw that out there. This guy, Mage Hammer's Game Table. Oh, look, that's me. Yeah, so there you go. Books, Bricks, and Boards has some really great stuff. I've watched a lot of his stuff. Lone Horizons, I don't know too much about. Came up in a search, but I thought I'd mention him since they came up in a search. Lone Adventurer, watched a couple of them, his, and they're, that's good. Wallona's Cave, Tabletop Wanderer's huge fan of Wallona's Cave, and so I wanted to mention him there. Lex the Grey, Dungeon Dive, Solo's Venture, also a friend of the channel, Sharp Mountain Games. Not only does Sharp Mountain Games do a lot of commentary on solo RPGs, but also does solo RPG run-throughs. So, and actually, Sharp Mountain Games talks a lot about role-playing games to begin with, but really has ended up focusing on solo play recently, and he's a really great guy. I've had lots of comments back and forth with him, and I really like the stuff that he puts out. And so that is my list. It's by no means complete. Hopefully I didn't forget anybody who has a channel that I interact with. I know I've got lots of fans and commenters on my channel, and I think Todd has a channel but hasn't really posted too much lately. But you know, shout out Jamie. Jamie posts a lot of his solo stuff on my Mage Hammer's Game Table community page. Bob's a tinkerer. Bob's always coming up with stuff. He was really active in my solo games, coming up with classes and stuff that I put out on itch.io. So Bob's great, but I don't think Bob has a channel. If he does, I'm not aware of it. Sorry, guys. But I thought I'd throw your names out there. Todd Lyons. Todd Lyons is a basic fantasy RPG guy, friend of the channel, but Todd pretty much creates stuff for basic fantasy role-playing games and doesn't necessarily solo play very much, but has come to watch me play my basic fantasy games. And I'd like to give him a shout out as well, so you guys can go to those. But that's more of a thank you to those folks for supporting me, because I couldn't do this, or I mean, I could do this, but it makes it sweeter that there are people out there that I can interact with and, you know, kind of make a community around solo RPGing, even if they themselves don't solo RPG, though many of them do. So hopefully that's making some sense. But so there you go. It's a very short video. I just want to kind of get the ball rolling. So what I would ask you to do is to put your favorite solo RPG channels and creators in the comments below this video and start sending people here to do the same. And let's try to get this to be as big as we can so that we have one-stop shop for all solo RPG, for all of us that are passionate about solo RPGing. And we know it's getting bigger and bigger every day, and more people are creating channels, and more people are solo RPGing. There are tons of people solo RPGing that don't even have their own channels, but come and watch our channels and watch us solo RPG to get tips and tricks and see how we do it. And I think this would be a really great opportunity for all of us to kind of contribute into this one big community of solo RPGers out here on YouTube. So that's my pitch. This is my video, and hopefully you all are on board. I hope I didn't forget anybody. If I did, please put your name in the comments so I don't forget anybody. But yeah, I just thought it's time to kind of bring us together into one community. Okay, so that is my video. So thank you so much. Please start putting your favorites down in the comments below, and I really look forward to checking out all these channels that maybe I haven't heard of, and hopefully I gave you one or two that you can go check out that you might find a new favorite to watch. All right, so thank you very much, and I hope to see you in the comments. Till next time, keep on rolling dice and playing games. Mage Hammer out.